Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to another video game collection video, and this one is for my PlayStation Portable PSP and PSP UMD movies. That's right, I have a collection of PSP games still. I still have a PSP. I don't play it. That's typical. But I have a collection that I have not gotten rid of. Actually, the thing is that my collection maybe a few months ago was really huge, like too huge. Like I had at least like 50, maybe 60 games. Now I have maybe 30 here and about 15, maybe 20 UMD movies, which I'll explain why I have that many UMD movies. But I still have a good collection of video games I want to show you. The reason why I got rid of a lot of them is because there were a lot of games I just never played, never wanted to play. Don't know why I had them. I got them for cheap, I guess, because I thought I was going to go back to the PSP. Never did. I got a PSP again right before the PS Vita came out. I think I got it only because I was really excited for the PS Vita, so I was like, I'm going to play some PSP and get ready for it. And I played maybe like an hour. I was like, oh, this sucks. Threw it away. And then I got the PS Vita, so I can neglect that. But, yeah, I got a good set of UMD and UMD movies and games, so let's start off with the games. Might as well, okay? So first thing I have here is Guitar Man Lives, which if you remember a long time ago on the PS2 there was a game called Guitar Man. I never played it on PS2, played it on PSP, played the entire thing on PSP, thought it was really enjoyable. Thing is that I think on the original PS2, did it come with like a peripheral? I'm not sure if it did, but it came with something, I thought. I don't remember. But anyway, on PSP, it's just the buttons. But it's still a really good game. Very quirky, very fun. Really short campaign. I don't remember if there was multiplayer, but I remember being this, like, I was playing this at my college. I was, like, playing it in between classes and stuff, and I beat it in, like, 2 days, and I had, like, maybe an hour and a half break in between, so I beat it in, like, 3 hours. Pretty short, but fun. Got it for cheap. Good game. Got a tickle in my throat. But, I got a little tickle. But anyway, next I got is Killzone Liberation, which is actually a really good Killzone game. I know there's not many out there, in my opinion. Sorry. You're going to hear the boos. But, okay. Let me be serious. I liked the third one. Hated the first one. Second one I was very iffy on. I was like, it's okay, it looks great, but whatever, that's gonna die out quick, you know, the graphics being so good, and I was right. But Killzone 3 was fun, I liked it. Killzone Shadowfall was pretty fun for, you know, a PS4 like release day game. And I thought the PS Vita version was actually pretty good too, and this is actually maybe my favorite one. It's like a top-down Diablo style looking game. It actually does add some unique things that I've never played in a game like this before, like a war shooter, so I thought that was really cool. I thought it was really inventive for what it was, and it was fun. No one played it, but they should have. Next, I got Final Fantasy 1 and 2. Now, these games I have so many copies of. I have, I think, 2 copies of them on my Game Boy Advance. Yeah, I own the Final Fantasy 1 and 2 collection on Game Boy Advance. I own 2 copies of that. Then I think I have it on PS1, the same anthology thing. And then I think I have it on, do I have a download? I think I have a download of this somewhere too. So I have so many copies of these games that, yeah, I mean, it's cool to have them. I think they actually, yeah, it starts off with like a CG cutscene, so that's a little different. But for the most part, it's just the same games, just on a PSP screen, which is cool, but whatever. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. I actually played a good amount of Final Fantasy 1 again a couple years ago when I got my PSP. So, it's a good game still. I highly recommend it. I haven't played this one in a long time. So there you go. Next is another Final Fantasy game. This is Final Fantasy Tactics, The War of the Lions, I think? Yeah, The War of the Lions. I never played this version, but I'm pretty sure this is just a remake of, yeah, this is just a remake of, wait, no, is it? Behold a New Legend. So wait, is it not a remake of the original Final Fantasy Tactics? I don't know. Well, anyway, I never played it, so I don't know. I don't know. It looks like it because it looks like some of the same characters. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't played Final Fantasy Tactics in a long time, but anyway, I have it. That's cool. That's cool. Next, I have 2 Battlefront games. I have Battlefront 2, and I got Battlefront Renegade Squadron, which a lot of people didn't know, but they actually kept making Battlefield games, or I'm sorry, Battlefront games. Did I say Battlefield before? Battlefront games on PSP, they've been making them for a little while. I think the last one to come out was maybe this one in 2008, maybe 2009. So they were actually making more and more Battlefront games on the PSP, just not on anything else, which is why no one played them. I don't know why on PSP only. You know, Xbox Live was probably still up around when these came out, so I don't know why they didn't put them on there. But yeah, whatever. Still good games. Battlefront 2 I actually played a lot of on PSP, as I did on Xbox Live. This one I played a little bit of. It was very similar. I didn't really notice any differences, so I think it was just kind of like a more updated version than really new. Monster Hunter Freedom 2. I also had Freedom Unite, but I think I got rid of that. I think. But anyway, I think I had it. I'm pretty sure. I know I played it, but I think I had it. Like I actually owned it. But this is actually probably the only Monster Hunter game I actually played a lot of. This was actually, I played this on my original PSP before it got broken. I have no idea where the hell that one went. I might have sold it or something. Actually, I think I did. But yeah, so this is the only Monster Hunter I played like consistently. I played maybe like good 20 hours of it, which I know isn't a lot compared to how many hours some other people played it for, but good game nonetheless. Next is Ratchet & Clank Size Matters, which is a Ratchet & Clank game on PSP. Not much to say about this. It's good. I liked it. Really have nothing to say about this. I'm not the biggest fan of Ratchet & Clank. I like them a lot. I do. I really enjoy their games, the first three. And then after that, like Deadlocked was pretty good. I liked that. That was impressive how they did what Jack X kind of did, where it wasn't, you know, combat racing, but they did what Jack X did and completely changed it to some type of different gameplay. Deadlock was more like arcadey shooter, third-person game, arena-based kind of. Had multiplayer and stuff. It was impressive that they did something completely different for the first time, and they kind of nailed it. I really liked that game. But then after that, I was a little disappointed with the PS3 ones. I don't know. It just wasn't. It was just, you know, a new console, new graphics, but it was the same crap. It was the same stuff, which is fine for some. Me, I just wanted more, especially after Deadlocked, where they showed that they could do something different with the same stuff, like the same atmosphere, world, characters, even some of the same weapons. I don't know. But anyway, Ratchet & Clank, this is still a good game. Now talk about different, they actually, the guys at Naughty Dog, they didn't make this. I don't know why I said that, but Ready at Dawn is the guys that made this, who also just made The Order 1886. But Daxter, talking about Jak and Daxter. Daxter had his own spin-off game, just like I think Secret Agent Clank. Yeah, that's what it was called. So Clank had his own spin-off game too. But Daxter had his own game, and this one was actually very different. Because, I mean, it was still a platformer and stuff, but it had different mechanics. There was some stealth in there. I remember... I'm pretty sure he exterminated a lot of bugs, but I remember there being stealth. I don't know, but anyway, I remember this being different because I was like, whoa! Like I played like 5 hours of it. I'm like, oh, I'm doing way different stuff than I did in the past 3 Jak games. So that was interesting. And this takes place before Jak 2, when he was when him and Jak were separated, and Jak 2 in Jak 2 when Jak was getting experimented on. So yeah, Daxter. I might be wrong completely on that stuff. Remember, it's been a long time since I played it. It might be Daxter is a mass murderer. I don't even remember. You know, it's been so long. Next is Resistance Retribution. This is a really good Resistance game, and it's another series that I actually like Resistance a little bit more than... I already blanked on it. Killzone, such a generic title. They're all generic titles, to be fair. Resistance isn't a great title either. But I like Resistance, actually. I liked it a little bit more than Killzone. I feel like Resistance should have got a PS4 game before Killzone did, because I think Resistance is just a better series. But this is actually a really good game. It's a third-person shooter, has a really interesting story, really liked everything that was happening. The graphics when this game came out, originally on PSP, blew my mind. I was like, whoa, this almost looks like PS2, and that was really, really, really impressive considering it's a PSP game, it's portable, it was the first PlayStation portable console, and it was so close to when the PS2 was still around and still making games. So I was like, wow, this is impressive. Is this the guys that made Siphon Filter? I feel like it is. Bend Studio? Bend. Like D at the end. No Ben. Not Bend Studio. That'd be a I don't know who Ben is, but he's a dickhead for putting his name in the studio name. I'm looking for when it came out. I think 2008. 2008, yeah. 2008, this is when it came out. So PS2 is still around. So yeah, really impressive game. A lot of fun. Really liked it. Oh, talk about Siphon Filter. I forgot I had this. Siphon Filter Logan Shadow, which I'm glad that Siphon Filter got more games on PSP, but I really wish Siphon Filter would come back. No, it's not the same guys that made Siphon Filter. I think this is actually a PlayStation. It just says PlayStation. It doesn't say like who actually made it, so I guess it's just PlayStation that made it. It might in the manual. Hold on, let me see. But anyway, I really love the Siphon Filter series. I think it's great, and I really hope that it would come back. It still might. Who knows? Like it might be like, oh, E3 big announcement, big franchise from the PS1, PS2 is back, and then it ends up being an Omega Strain HD re-release. Oh, I hate Omega Strain. That's such a disappointing game. But alright, well, that was a good game, by the way. I didn't even mention that, but that was a really good game. That and Dark Mirror. I think it actually had an advertisement for that one in here. I think it was called Dark Mirror. Yeah, Dark Mirror. That was a good one too. And also, I think this and Dark Mirror were on PS2. It just came out after, like much later, like a year or two later after each one of those games came out. Next is Untold Legends Brotherhood of the Blade, which is a PSP game release. Like, obviously, what I meant is the PSP console release. This game came out with it, so it's a release day game. Whatever, fuck it. I'm mixed up in words. I'm pretty sure it was at least 2005, so it could have been. I played this. I really liked it actually, but the thing is that when I played it, oh, it's not in here. It's probably in my PSP. It's actually, when I bought this from GameStop, I didn't realize I got it. I was like, ooh, cool, let me play it. I was like, wow, this is pretty fun. And then I realized it was actually the second game, which I don't remember what it's called, but I remember going, oh, I got the second game. Alright, I didn't even realize. I just put the UMD in there, didn't even notice the subtitle, didn't care. I was playing it, and then I realized, I was like, wait, hold on, this one's called Brotherhood of the Blade, and the second one's called, like, I think Warriors, something like that. So yeah, I had the second one. So the second one is what I actually have, not the first one. I hate when GameStop does that, but sometimes I like it, because, you know, I get a game cheaper. That's the same thing that happened with me with Armored Core 4. I bought that, but I got Armored Core 5 instead. But now, because I'm a collector, I have to go get Armored Core 4 and somehow hope that they screw that up and put put 5 in that. So wait, no, wait, hold on. I have to get Armored Core 5, the box, and hope that they put Armored Core 4 in there somehow. Maybe I can ask. Who knows? Or I could just get the box. I don't know. Who cares? Screw it. Next is NBA Street Showdown. Good game. A lot of fun. I really like the NBA Street games. Next is Castlevania The Dracula Chronicles. Really fun game. It was, I think it was it's Symphony of the Night. I know that. But Rondo of Blood. I think that's a game that only came out on I'm not really sure. I never played it. I think it only came out on either Genesis or it only came out in Japan. I can't remember. But 2 games in here. Symphony of the Night, of course, is amazing. And Rondo of Blood I never played. So Symphony of the Night is great. I haven't played Rondo of Blood. Next is SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. I actually played a lot of this. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. But I don't know why just on the PSP. I had the PS2 version. I don't know why I don't know why PSP was the console I decided to play this on a lot. But the reason why I actually played it a lot, just the game itself, was not the wrestling or anything. It was the general manager mode. I love playing that because you can set up matches and make sure you get like a 4 or 5 star rating and stuff, and you're competing with either SmackDown or Raw, whatever company you pick. You have to go against the other one, and you have to actually like set up matches and stuff, and like build rivalries and all that stuff. It was really cool. I really loved that, and I wish they brought it back in the series, but for some reason I guess they just want to keep cutting features out of WWE, and that's really sad because that was an awesome feature. I think the last one that had general manager mode was 2009, I think. I'm not sure. But next is Ghost in the Shell standalone complex based on the anime anime TV show, not the actual movie. This is a decent first-person shooter. Again, first-person shooters don't really work very well on a PSP. You have to actually use like the triangle, the face buttons to move the camera around. But it had like a lock-on feature, I remember. It was pretty fun. I only bought it because I liked the anime. I was like, oh, it was like I think it was $9.99, and I had a PSP, of course, and I wanted to play some stuff, and I love Ghost in the Shell, so I got it. It was alright. Okay game. Next is Coded Arms Contagion, which is actually, I think, made by the same guys, because it's pretty much the same gameplay. It's Konami and this is Bandai, so no. But it's pretty much exactly the same. You have to use the face buttons, which I guess that's the only way you could make a first-person shooter with this, unless you do like maybe a what is it? God, what's the arcadey style shooters where it moves for you on rails? If they could make an on-rail shooter probably, but this isn't what that is. Also, it's not Coded Arm Contagion. It's only the first Coded Arms. So again, I got screwed, but I got screwed by Blockbuster this time, not GameStop. Thanks, Blockbuster. I hope you die. Oh wait, you're already dead. I love Blockbuster. Anyway, next game is probably my favorite PSP game of all time, Silent Hill Origins. I love it. I love this game. It's so good. I don't care what anybody says. This is the best Silent Hill game probably since the third game. And I really like Shattered Memories from what I played. I only played maybe 5 hours of it. I got too scared. That's a tense game. But I even liked some of the other ones. Like Downpour was mediocre, not great. Homecoming was I actually liked the PS Vita version. Because it wasn't even Silent Hill, it was just a straight up dungeon crawler, and it was okay. I thought it was okay, it was fun. What's the other ones? Silent Hill 4 I actually like myself. Whatever, anyway, this is the best one of the last maybe 10 years. And it's on PS2 also, so definitely pick it up. It's really creepy, really well done. Very, very gruesome. I love it. I love Silent Hill. I do. I'm a huge fan, and the thing is I hate playing the games because they always scare me. That's the thing. I have a love-hate relationship. I love the games because they're scary, but I hate them because they're scary. So, and they really do. They screw me up on a psychological level that can't be explained. So you better watch out. I might kill you on mistake if we play it together. If you and me want to play it together, whoever's watching. So you might not want to though, because I might strangle you, because I'm scared. Because you might look like a pyramid man, and I don't like those. So watch out. Anyway, Obscure the Aftermath. This is another horror game. That's it. No, this is a sequel to Obscure. Obviously, Obscure is a game I actually really enjoyed because it was a budget game when it first came out. And me and my friend could play it, and we didn't get too far because my friend was getting a little too creeped out, even though it wasn't really that scary. Like, maybe by yourself it would be scary, but when you're playing together with a friend joking around and just beating monsters up, it's not really that scary. There was some really creepy monster designs, I will admit that, and there's some jump scares here and there, but I mean, I don't know, we play like Resident Evil and stuff, and I would say Resident Evil was more scary than that. But anyway, we don't hang out anymore because we played Silent Hill and I strangled them to death, so don't tell anybody though. But anyway, Obscure, the first one we played. I never played this one. I played it on Wii. Didn't really care for it. And I don't think I played this. I think I got this at maybe a yard sale or something for a couple bucks. I got it somewhere for a couple bucks only because I don't know why. I just got it. I'm trying to see if I could find a store sticker. Whatever. Anyway. Obscure. Next is Beaterator, which is actually a really fun game where you can make your own little beats, which, go figure. And I think, yeah, it is. It's made by Rockstar. It's actually really entertaining to make your own little beats. It works well. I highly recommend that if you still have a PSP. Drop the game. Next is Phantasy Star Portable 2, or just Portable 1. Never played it. I do like the Phantasy Star games, I will admit. I did play this. I didn't play too much of it. I made my character and that's about it. And the graphics are actually really good on this game. I never played the second one, but I'm assuming these are just remakes. I'm not really sure. Maybe they're their own stories. I'm not sure. So anyway, there you go, Phantasy Star. Next is SOCOM US Navy's SOCOM US Navy SEALs Fire Team Bravo, which is, I think this is the first SOCOM game, right? It is, yes. And this is the first SOCOM game on PSP. And this is actually a really good game. I remember playing this a lot back then. This is a newer a newer version of that game. It's not a newer version. It's just, you know, the case is nicer. I used to have a GameStop case one. I sold that, and I got this one for like new for like $3 at Sears or something like that. So that was cool. Great game. Now we're getting into the games that I don't have the actual cases for. The GameStop cases I have. First is Grip Shift. Never played it. Heard it's like a platformer racing game. Unique idea. Next is Assassin's Creed Don't get it? Assassin's Creed Bloodlines, which I played a little bit of it, and it does not. It's not. I didn't like it. It didn't work well for me, at least. Next is Rock Band Unplugged, which you get. Yeah, you gotta love that. GameStop used their own crappy UMD cases. I don't know why. This is the only times I ever see different type of UMD cases. Only when GameStop has PSP games, which they still do, by the way. I was at GameStop the other day. 10 PSP games still left there. I was like, really? Jesus. Who wants those? I guess that's the point. No one wants them. That's why they're still there. Popolo Cross, which I think is a PSP RPG, I think. I'm not sure. But, whatever. Never played it. Got it for like $2, I think. Next is Ghost Rider, which is actually a decent PS2 game. PSP, I played it. It does not run well. Let's just say that. It's actually a decent PS2 game. I remember playing it a long time ago. Next is Rengoku, which is a terrible game. Terrible game. It got hyped up, and it sucked. Next is Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories, which is actually a Best Buy case. So they actually print the freaking name of the game big enough so you actually read it. Next is God of War Chains of Olympus, which is a great God of War game. Next is Gladiator Begins, which I actually played a little bit of this, and this is actually where I got my Twitter handle, Gorkis. I played this. They wanted you to name yourself after like they gave you examples like Spartacus or whatever. I was like, okay, I'll do something like that. I put Gorkis, and for some reason I like that name enough that I put it on Twitter. So that's my Twitter handle. Go follow me at Gorkis, Goracus. All right. Next is, oh, this one's not in here. This is I think I played this not recently, obviously, but like in the last couple years. 300 March to Glory. Okay. Which is actually the final game I have, and that was a bad tie-in that some people probably didn't even know existed of 300. Came out when 300 came out, so you can imagine how long that was ago. When did 300 come out? 2006, 2007, so like 8 or 9 years ago, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember when it came out. But all right, now let's get into the movies. I'm going to do this quickly because I'm already going 23 minutes in. So let's just get straight into it, okay? Starship Troopers, Marauder. Never watched it. Got it at a dollar store. Doom, which I got at GameStop for a couple bucks. I enjoy that movie on a B level. I like it. Hollow Man, same thing. B level. I got it at a dollar store. Stripes, amazing film. Got it at a dollar store. The Rock, really entertaining Michael Bay film, probably his best, best made movie, like just entertaining and dialogue wise and all that stuff. Probably his best. I really love that movie. There's Something About Mary, got it at a dollar store. Steam Boy, I actually watched this back when Hurricane Sandy happened and we had no electric. I watched this on my PSP and it was okay. It wasn't great, but I liked it. And I got that for $1 as well. Hitch, which is a PSP, I'm sorry, not PSP, a GameStop case. Got it for a couple bucks, I think. This one I got free with my PSP. This is Kick-Ass. So cool. Great movie. Alien, I got from Play and Trade. They had this for 50 cents or something like that, which was really cool. Amazing film. And Total Recall, same thing, for like 50 cents. I think it was $1. $1 each, which is pretty good considering they're great movies. Next is Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Got that for $1. Really good. Great movie. Really funny. Spider-Man. Got it for $1 at my local dollar store. I don't know why they were selling them. I guess no one else wanted them. Labyrinth, which is a good little B film. Got that for $1 as well. Superbad. Got that for I think that was like $1 as well, but I got this at $1 at GameStop. Family Guy, Stewie Griffin, The Untold Story. I got this because my mom, when I got my original PSP, she knew I really enjoyed Family Guy, so she got me this, and I watched it a couple times. I actually liked it. I probably wouldn't like it now, but because I'm not a big fan of Family Guy anymore. But who knows? House of Flying Daggers, great movie. Almost as good as, in my opinion, almost as good as Crouching Tiger. A lot of people love Crouching Tiger, but I really, really enjoyed House of Flying Daggers. So yeah, I got that for $1. Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within. This movie, actually, I kind of like. I actually do. I thought it had a good ending. It had amazing visuals, decent, likable enough characters, good voice acting, fun action. Didn't have much to do with Final Fantasy itself, but every Final Fantasy doesn't have to do with each of the other Final Fantasies, unless it's 10-2 or 13-2. I mean, let's be fair. It fit a fantasy world, so I thought that was fine enough, you know. They didn't have big buster swords. Ooh, oh no, screw that game or movie. Next is Layer Cake, which is one of the most underrated movies. It's actually made by the guy that did Kingsman and Kick-Ass and all that stuff, Matthew Vaughn. One of my favorite underrated films. Has Daniel Craig as a spy named Triple X or something, or Double X, Mr. X. But I remember they called him Triple X or Double X in this. Maybe not, but they call him Mr. X on the back. But I remember they called him like, whatever, screw it. It's a great movie. Got that for $1. Behind Enemy Lines, I don't remember even buying this, so I don't know. Okay film. Spider-Man 2, which is a great film. Got that for $2.99. Owing Back Thai Warrior, great film. Really, really good, impressive martial arts and stuff. I forgot what he does, what kind of martial arts. It's been a long time. Whatever. The next is The International, which was $1. It's an okay movie. Kind of fun. I like Clive Owen and Naomi Watts. Bad Boys, which is a great film. I really like it. I don't care what anybody says. Brothers Grimm, which I got for a few bucks at GameStop. Never saw it, and I really liked Matt Damon and Heath Ledger. I got this before Heath Ledger passed away, obviously. It was new-ish when I got it. It was like maybe a couple months old on UMD. And I like it. I like this movie. I don't know. I thought it was a fun little interpretation of why the Grimm's fairy tales are always grim, because they're like witch hunters or something like that. It was strange, but it was kind of fun. It was like one of those movies, kind of like Snow White and the Huntsman and Hansel and Gretel witch hunters, where it took the fairy tales and made them dark, but didn't take a fairy tale. They took the guys that did the fairy tales and made that a dark tale or something like that. It wasn't really dark. It was PG-13, but it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like he was cutting people's heads off. Fun movie. I like it. I don't care what anyone says. I know it bombed, but I liked it. And the last movie I have, which is probably my favorite underrated comedy of the last 10 years. This is Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. It has a terrible name. And all the advertisements were so bad for this movie. I thought it was going to be awful. I really did, because it was like, you want Cox in you and stuff, and it was like, oh, you want some of this? And it was him like naked, he was skinny and shitty looking. It was terrible advertisements, and it was all dick jokes and stuff. It was really, really bad, but the movie itself was amazing. So the advertisements sucked. The movie was amazing, and of course it didn't do well. All the singing, all that stuff. John Cena is a great singer, great comedic talent. He should be headlining movies more often. Luckily, he got to kinda in Wreck-It Ralph, but that really doesn't count. Seeing that's all visuals and eye candy and all that stuff. This is a great movie. I highly recommend it. So there you go. That's it. That's my PSP and UMD. Wait, I'm sorry. That's my PSP video game and UMD movie collection. I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah. More videos coming up in the future, more movie reviews. I'm going to get back onto that horse and start reviewing some of the movies I haven't reviewed yet, like Paul Blart. So yeah, anyway, there you go. Thank you and goodbye.